Hi, and welcome back to our Executive Insight series. I'm Nick Sone, Chief Customer Officer at Brennan. Joining me today is Brennan's Head of Strategic Advisory, Keith Dallinger.
Thanks, Nick. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Keith, what do you think the biggest challenges are today facing businesses when they are considering leveraging technology to improve their operations?
So Nick, I think some of the key things are actually understanding the internal and external pressures that the business is facing. Internal pressures are really changing, like sustainability, ESG concepts, as well as supply chain impacts as a result of things like COVID and the way the world has shifted, and then other external pressures as well, cybersecurity aspects and being able to keep pace with those changes, because these things are moving really, really quickly, and they need to make sure that they maintain a stance that actually helps them to remain safe for both themselves and their stakeholders.
How do you recommend to a business that they go about implementing a technology strategy?
Sure. So I think one of the most important things these days is to ensure that they've got the user front and center in their thinking within their organisation, within their business. So understanding the user impacts and what they're trying to drive with their internal team to actually deliver best for their customers, whether that's B2C or B2B customers. What we can do then is we can actually take the challenges or pain points that we're seeing with those and look at the business strategy, understand where they're trying to take the business and the organisation, map the two together to create opportunities that we can then actually translate back into technology delivery. So we can then create a roadmap that articulates which aspects they need to drive through the technology delivery, but in doing so, create a fantastic strategic line of sight back to the business drivers and the business strategy and how they're actually trying to achieve the ultimate goals for their clients as well.
Yeah, I think it's really important, as you say, to have the link back to the overall business strategy. But I will touch upon something you raised there, which is the pain points. Are there some things that you see constantly and time again across different businesses?
Absolutely. So a lot of the businesses we talk to have technical debt or legacy issues or applications that they've had investment in that they need to try and unpick and undo so that they can move forward with a lot of the new technologies that are coming through, as well as the rapid pace of change. Technology does not sit still. Technology risks do not sit still. So when we start to take a risk perspective for a business as well, there's actually a whole number of aspects that need to be considered around that, as well as the resource constraints, both from people and financial constraints. Everyone has a set budget, and also with the current staff shortages in the market as well, then skills and capabilities are becoming a very significant constraint for people.
When you think about the emerging technologies, which ones do you think will offer the most value for Australian businesses?
So Nick, I think one of the key areas that we should keep a close eye on is around AI. It's a technology that's really starting to gain some traction, and a lot of parties are starting to bring out some significant advancements in the area. This can actually assist organisations around things like their staff shortages or the staff constraints that are in the market at the moment, where it can help with employee performance or employee wellness, and actually, if implemented effectively, thoughtfully and ethically, then can help drive performance improvement with the resources that we do have in place within those organisations and businesses.
So Keith, what advice would you give businesses that are thinking about engaging with someone to help them with their technology strategy?
I think one of the key things we should actually look for is finding a partner who they can build a trust and rapport with, who can understand their industry, understand their context, and that takes time. So we can achieve that by looking for a partner who's worked with those industries before, but even then, your business has specific context that's unique to you. So we need to make sure that we move away from a transactional engagement to one of true partnership, where we can actually build that rapport, build that relationship, so that we can shift the entire conversation. So the conversation moves from where we're taking a request to deliver some outcome to one where we actually now understand you, we understand your business, and we're actually making recommendations of where you should be moving towards for you on your behalf, which really starts to challenge your thinking. And when you can trust us to challenge your thinking, the ultimate goal is to make you look fantastic within your business and with your customer base. And we can really start to drive that when we find the right partner where we can take the time to build that relationship.
Yeah, I think you might be right, actually. Sounds like great advice.
Fantastic.
Keith, thank you very much for joining me.
Lovely. Thank you, Nick. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed our topic today, strategic advisory. Join me next time on Brennan's Executive Insights.